During the Second World War, the Germans were far more advanced than their Allied opponents when it came to rocket and missile technology. Several completely separated and independent units and research teams were working on different technologies and on the most efficient way of exporting a little Germanic love abroad at high speed. And immediately after the V2A4 design had been established, it went into production, long before the various kinks and teething problems had been worked out. And one of the things which slowed down the implementation of this weapon was several hundred of design changes which occurred after production had started. And because the Allies' air war of bombing German industry and infrastructure, production of every part of the rockets now had to be relocated around the country, and many of these into caves or tunnels, to be assembled, centrally tested, and then pressed on to the final assembly point in Doha-Mittelbau at Nordhausen. And given the extreme pressure and tight parameters these powerful rocket engines had to operate within, it was imperative to test every rocket engine before the assembly and before attaching a ton of explosives to it, as failure at this point would result in a very short-lived but significant emotional event for the operators. But given the Allies' eyes in the sky over large parts of Germany, the testing of the rocket engines, which itself was not exactly a quiet or discreet affair, a place had to be found where this could be done unnoticed and safely, even if it was discovered. Over the years, I have taken you to Peenemünde, the Kummersdorf test stands, and even the V2 test stand in Austria, the only intact one left. That left us to this place we're going today, most of which is actually underground. Only the actual testing platform was above ground. The rest included factories and power plants, which was hidden in tunnels, and those we're going to swim through today. The history of slate mining here in Thuringia continues all the way back to the 13th century. Thus, we found ourselves with a large slate mine with many tunnels and large cavities due to this huge, large network underground which existed before the Second World War. Of course, it was put on the list of underground relocation sites, and a very large one at that, which was taken over for the Vorwerksmitte armament plant. And something very specific was constructed above ground. Engine test stands for the A4 V2 rocket. Plants for liquid oxygen and nitrogen production went underground, and the rocket engines tested above ground, which was impressive setup, and it was located near the small town of Leheste under the alias of Rotbutt. In 1943, the work began in order to expand the tunnels and undergrounds. Construction of the test stands and the underground oxygen plant began and was completed by January 1944, along with 3 compressor units and connecting tunnels. The first engine test took place on January 30, 1944. The existing mining rooms were expanded into production halls to an area of more than 600 square meters, and additional connecting tunnels were created along with more rooms. Some tunnels were extended to an altitude of 4 meters, and cemented wide-gauge railway lines were moved in. The halls for the production of liquid oxygen were up to 30 meters in height. This floor was cemented. The ceilings of the underground halls were fixed with steel frames and nets to protect the machines, aggregates, and technical equipment from rock falls. One of the impressive parts was that everything needed to test the many thousands of engines was produced underground here. The Rotbutt U relocation part produced nitrogen and liquid oxygen. The engines for the V2 was then sent to the central structure of Doha-Mittelbau complex north of here after having been tested for their maximum performance in the quarry. Over 4,300 tests have been done here during the war, with 3,462 delivered to Doha. Approximately 10% of the engines produced were tested, various trials were run out. For this purpose, the engines were mounted on specially manufactured steel tracks, pulled out to the test benches of the test facility with a track system. For the maximum load test of the engines, 2 test benches were installed in the large mining pit of the slate fracture. The test benches were made of solid concrete and had a height of over 4 meters. The heat of the engines could be dissipated by an opening in the ground. The test benches had to be cooled with liquid nitrogen. For the production of the liquid oxygen and for engine tests, huge amount of water was needed, which was discharged via a sophisticated supply system from surrounding rivers and fed into the production halls and to the test sites via the cooling water tower. One of the unusual parts of this complex is the extreme extensive network of pipes and connections to various water bodies. This was an extreme amount of water being supplied to the tests and underground production facilities. This was basically a self-contained facility with its own power plant, manufacturing, testing, and storage. Even large tunnels with irregular rail gauges were created connecting to the Reichbahn. The oxygen was produced by prisoners living in a small camp above the quarry. It was stored underground in large tanks, and it was connected to the engines during the tests. In the various halls, 12 compressors for the production of liquid oxygen and 4 compressors for the production of liquid nitrogen was installed. Also, over 4 tons of methyl was required for a test run of an engine. The actual, mostly underground production plant of Rotbutt comprised the whole series of tunnels of various rooms, as well as impressive production and machine hall in different levels. As Patton's Third Army closed in and took Nordhausen, Ohrdruf Proving Grounds, Remagen, all of them intact, handed over to the U.S. Army on orders of General Kammler. The secret rocket test facility here at Leheste was also handed over intact, and the U.S. Army occupied the site. Guided by German experts, the U.S. Army, with the participation of American experts, began to conduct more tests of the V2 engines just as the war ended. It is from here, from these tests, we have the amazing footage of the entire operation. And shortly before the area was handed over to the Red Army, some of the special equipment was quietly dismantled and removed, along with some of the German specialists and management members who was moved to the Western occupation zone. In July 1945, Soviet troops took over the remains of the armament plant. The Soviet military administration in Germany used the engine test facilities, now codenamed CW8 Leheste. Then in the spring of 1946, a series of tests took place on the old factories and a newly built third test bench. It is not yet clear to me at this point who built it, but the third test stand and observation bunker was built after the war. From April 1946, the dismantling of the underground facility began, which was largely complete by October, and part of the technical staff and their families were then transported to the Soviet Union. Not by their own free will, some of these families only returned after 9 years. The remaining German employees were largely dismissed in November 1946. Thereafter, a large number of engines, still on the site, were blown up along with the test ramps. And in March 1948, the destruction of the subground and above-ground armaments by the blasting leaves us to speculate as to what might be found under the rubble and around the place. But now we're going to go have a look and see what's there today.
Nature will at one point in time reclaim everything we do.
To enter the actual facility, we have to go through an old miners' village on the edge here, which I'm sure both the Russians and the Germans and Americans took use of during the time the facility ran.
And the second thing you start seeing coming down here is the abandoned mining village. Unfortunately, after the Americans have played around with the testing site, they blew it up. But there's still quite a lot to be seen here, and quite a lot of underground complexes. By the way, stone is very unforgiving to fall on or slide down off, just in case, you know, you had any doubts. But it is very interesting. It's a very interesting location to have chosen for this. Again, swamp, mosquitoes, bugs, of course. This is the abandoned mining village. What happened to all the filler you take out of a stone quarry? Well, you build up walls and houses. It's not like these houses are in particularly good shape anymore. This is just the tunnel entrance, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so we're getting the lights actually. So watch your step. Watch your step here. Of course, I brought a nurse with me, just to keep me alive. I must have used these buildings as well. This really is one of the more interesting abandoned places I visited. So let's get some light on, get the mosquitoes out of our hair, and go in and see where the fun begins. This is definitely where the fun begins.
Spray against mosquitoes?
Well, they're not going to be in here. But no, I left it in the car because I'm a complete moron.
Yeah, I can find it.
Alright, now we're going into the actual quarry.
Then we have to go through a tunnel carved into the pit itself with some World War II modifications. It is a little similar to the journey to the center of the Earth, and when we come out on the other side, we found it extremely overgrown.
But a V2 test site is a V2 test site. And I'm most certainly not going to visit, or not going to not visit. Actually, these tunnels look in very good shape. I remember there was mining here from a long time before the quarry was enacted. And there are also rumors of tunnels leading out from here into many others and underground production facilities. And now we'll come out of here and we should be in the quarry, and we'll be going further down. Well,
that was short.
Well, that is what she said. You can all laugh now. This is the second tunnel, and if I'm not much mistaken, this will just lead back out to the village. This is not where we're going. Yeah, it's blocked off. There's a section in there. This leads back to the miners' village. Where we're going is down.
And trying to find the various entrances with it fully overgrown and absolutely no cell connection or connection to GPS leaves a lot of guesswork. So we started guessing.
And as I was just telling Magda here, that she should never walk on stone when we can work on dirt, because dirt you can dig into, and this will just slide down and hurt. Things I don't do for you guys. Hang on. Now, before the Americans blew this up, let's face it, German engineers had built a glorious way down here where they get rocket engines up to the edge and factory and all this stuff going on. And then someone showed up and messed it all up. Now we're stuck with this, aren't we? Well, actually, we're stuck with this. Yeah.
Terrible Americans.
This is where we're going.
Oh no.
Oh yes. Just come down on your butt. And we'll see the graceful entrance. Just remember, if I get hurt down here, you have to carry me all the way back up again.
Oh, that's not the deal.
Told you I would show you interesting World War II things and you'd keep me alive. Okay, so on the ground, you see the indents from the mini rail. This is pretty straightforward, and we'll be coming out.
So this was railway?
They had a mini rail running in. They always have mini rails for both for the excavation and for materials later on. But then you'll see.
Oh, this is part of the mini rail.
Yeah.
But you didn't film it. Show it.
Yeah, this is one of the cross beams that have rusted away in 10 ways from Sunday.
I mean,
No.
how did you do so well?
Here you actually have cement beams in place, denoting that these were permanent, not just for the construction, as you see in some. This is actually. Wonder if this was a plan to bring materials in here. Of course, part of the entrance was blown up, so it's kind of hard to tell what we're looking at. Speaking of what we're looking at. There's the cooling tower for the hydrogen production, because you may as well make the fuel where you test the engines instead of transporting all this stuff around when all these pesky Englishmen and Americans are flying around the sky blowing you up. And here, whoa, this is wicked. So, and
This way?
well, we're eventually going down there, but let's go in here. Have a look first.
And here you like retract?
Here was one of this was the ventilation entrance where they eventually blew. Look how big this space is.
So we are following the path.
I say we should follow the right way.
Alright.
One way or another, we're coming the same way back.
Those paths can be stored in the traps.
No. I mean,
How you are sure?
well, I mean, we can grab a couple of teenagers from the village and have them walk in front of us. If that makes you happier.
Oh, okay, we go there.
Yes, I think we should. But it's interesting when you see the dark rock here, how it really absorbs the light. Enormous space underneath here. I don't think there's anything in there. I think we should follow the mini rails and then see where that takes us.
Okay.
I think that you have a lot of cavities where, let's have a look here.
It's like Minecraft.
Holy shit. Really is a very large space. And it's very hard to light it up because of the dark stone. The stone is dark, it's grayish slab, which makes it very hard and very on light. It absorbs the light, just like as if there'd been a fire. But it'll give you an idea how massive this cavity is. What was on the floor, if there was tanks or what there was, is very hard to tell at this point. Now, are we at the mini rail still?
Yeah, this is mini rail, but I think there is also mini rail. Let me check. Stay here, please don't go anywhere. Thank you.
This is really an amazing space. This is so large, and no wonder why they would want to move this production, these tests, in underground. And I'm really curious as to what we're going to see on the other side. At least I'm pretty sure that there was no more mining after the war. So it is exactly as it was. Dead end.
And here is also dead end.
No, so maybe we are going up. How's there dead end?
It is dead end.
Alright, so I guess we're going up the other way. Why is there a dead end?
It's the mini railway ending.
Yeah, let's just park it here.
And it doesn't
What's
look
this say? This is rubber hose. Alright, so we'll crawl up the wood.
as I say.
Curious if the cooling tower production facility must be outside. They couldn't have built it inside. Well, they could have built it inside, but that would have necessitated some serious ventilation. Alright, crawl up the wood here and see what we find. So the mini rail ran through. Oh yeah, follow the pipes.
You need help?
Nope. Very cool. Well, alright. We'll do this crawling up rock thing. Oh, the wood is rotted. What a surprise being underground. So it's nice to not be alone in these places. But this space is enormous. So the cooling pipes are running this way through. Das hilft uns nicht. Scheiße. Da muss doch ein Weg dahin.
Das ist der einzige wahrscheinlich.
Ja.
Nur diesen Weg.
Ja,
Nee.
also auf der anderen Seite könntest du noch reingehen, aber.
So, geht raus und dann geht runter Berg, oder?
Ja, wahrscheinlich.
Ja, aber ich weiß jetzt nicht, welcher das genau ist.
Up there. I will say we take a look. There's cavities and tunnels everywhere.
Just sit down, I will tell you if it's worth it.
Huh? Nothing?
Wait. Stupid. Oh. Oh, come on.
Nothing like bouncing around on slabs of stone. That's really, really. Hang on.
Maybe also like.
Holy. This is the hole we saw from when we came in, from that entrance.
Really?
Yeah, this is where all of this stuff has slid down here. Well, this runs down to the tunnel.
They need to blow up everything.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking a lot of this is also stones that's been collapsing from the
Oh,
roof.
yeah, okay. I'm just joking.
But that's been cut. So
So we're going down?
we're going back down this way into the tunnel, then out again, and then continue around the mountain. And then we're going to see remnants of the cooling tower, and then there's going to be other stuff. So have to be careful coming down here.
No worries, I'm sliding.
Yeah, but so all this crap is all sliding. That's why this is so. This is.
There is nothing our boots cannot do.
Yeah.
Can you just go by the pieces?
Huh?
I'm not shy to hold the stones.
You shouldn't be. This is really not about being graceful. This is about getting down in one piece and getting out in one piece. Yeah.
The less painful it will be if you slip.
I mean, you're generally a lot closer with your ass to the ground than I am, but well, about 10 centimeters, I think. It's fine. We joke about these things. Construction wood, and then back to the tunnel. Hey, shine the light around the room so people can see. This is really hard to light it up. All right, thank you. It is really hard to light up black rock.
Did you hear that scream?
Yeah, I think it's a couple of locals that are calling each other or getting stuck, but I figure we'll take a look on the way out. Somewhere between the two of them, I'm pretty sure we know life-saving first aid. And there's this. Oh, be aware, this thing is actually fucking moving.
Alright.
So, on your ass. Did not see that coming up. I don't think it's moving much, but if you can get your foot down there and just lean on me.
No, don't worry, I'm just sitting down.
Goddamn independent 21st century women.
I'm 40. 1940. 20th century.
Alright. So, at least we know this was where that was, and the pipes continued. Let's see what the locals are doing over here. And then I'm still saying go around the mountain. Actually, I say mountain, we're inside a quarry. Let's see what they found this way.
We should have told
Pretty sure, see, I think we were up there or up the next one. So they were down here. Oh, speaking of, we almost forgot this part. It's amazing. How do you exactly forget this? I wonder if they actually had the production facility here. This dead ends, but
You want to see something cool?
bigger than this thing. Yeah. Holy shit.
This was under the rocks.
Shine the light on it. 380 volt, 225 millimeter. Is this bakelite or is it plastic?
I think it's bakelite.
Ah.
Because it's not shining through. And also, I never thought it's like the battery, you know.
I think you should bring it.
I will put it in the pocket.
I wonder if this thing, oh, this came from above and moved this way. And this is still stone. I'm just wondering if there's a way down here, down there. Quick look. Now, no, this is just collapsed and broken away from that. So this thing came, so this is the ventilation, and it went in and then it turned that way. So we go outside, circle the mountain around this way to see where it led. Brilliant.
Are those like drill holes or what it is? Drill holes?
You drill holes and stick explosives in and blow out sections
Oh wow.
for when you enlarge the tunnels.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll still find the drills or the explosives in them, which is why you generally don't want to smoke, although they will be pretty ruined by now. All right, see you guys outside. This is one of the mini rails. I'm not out to here, and this track then probably wrapped around the little mountain we're in. We shall see. So coming from the tunnel, foundation of oh, this is the foundation of the old cooling tower that was sitting down here in the valley, and which is why it's full of water still. Wow. You remember the henge, everybody? This is what the bottom of the cooling tower looks like. I'm not jumping in there because, like I said, it's full of water. Just carved here on the outside. Can't help but to say that inside it looks like there's for a flagpole. This was pretty large. I would say this is about a third of the size of the one at the henge, just to give you an idea of perspective. So inside the mountain was the production of liquid hydrogen. I want to see where they fired this stuff. You found an entrance?
Yes.
Outstanding. That looks more like a lump of cement than it does stone, doesn't it? Now beware. Oh, there are drops inside the tunnel. So, hold on. Here's the pipe that leads from the cooling tower. I think this is probably leading into that small entrance.
This is either pipe or it's a tree.
Yeah, this was a technical, I think. I think this leads into the where that was, where the pipes were.
It's not that bad.
But I don't think this is the one we want. I think it's the next one we want. This is right outside the ventilation.
Yeah, look, it's like making water sound. Wait, not right now.
I mean, we can crawl in and take a look, but I don't think this is the one we're looking for. Also, yeah, because this is here right outside the cooling tower, so this would be a technical entrance only, since it's right here. These were pillars.
Okay.
I don't know if these were pillars for the cooling tower. It's entirely possible. Alright, continuing. We're off the path.
I got two.
Oh, look, soil.
What have you found? What's that?
I think it's soil.
Is that a shoe sole?
Well, of course, but look, there is like the nails around.
For hobnails, yeah.
Yeah, and these could be the hobnails.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how.
I mean, it looks like there's a pattern to the holes.
Yeah, like 3 lines. That's really cool.
Speaking of, there's also a pattern to the way these bricks are built up.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Okay, I'm
Very
leaving it here.
Yeah. Unless you think you can fix it. I mean, you are very talented with things. Alright. Okay, see. So, it's interesting, we're in a little forest in the bottom of a quarry. So now we'll see what's on the other side. The engines would arrive up here. This looks like that overhang, knowing that it was blown up. There's a deep pit you could fire the exhaust into that runs off to the side. Well, is that deep?
Are we not going? They're so wet.
Alright.
Are you wet?
Yep.
Okay, good.
But I want to put the car key in my bag and my backpack. Well, one big step for getting your boots completely utterly soaked in water, which is what's going to happen now. because we have boots and stuff in the car, and just none of us actually brought them with us. And since I spent the majority of my time so far knee deep in water, like I did on the pool,
Please.
are you saying you're not an aquatic kind of person?
No, I'm saying I'm scared there will be some hole and I will be shocked on this.
No, this was an entrance. It's just flooded. It's not. Although this is a very cool thing sitting here. Could be one of the hydrogen tanks that they could have left here, which would be insanely cool if it is. Do you see any markings on the other side?
Yes, on the other side.
Oh, this is. Oh, look! This is death set. This is one of the hydrogen tanks. Holy crap!
Oh,
There's
look,
a death set on here.
it.
Yeah, there is. So this is the infamous deep. Oh, now that little holes. Wow, this is one of the original oxygen tanks on a trolley. And I will, at this very minute now, show you the video of this being wheeled up to the V2 test engine. That's incredible that they left that here.
No, is it possible to be here like snakes?
No, we're not in Africa. Ain't no swimming snakes. We're just. He said good walking shoes. He didn't say anything about flooded water, you know.
And you don't just see that we are bringing our shoes.
Look, we're walking on rail. We're walking on the rail. We're walking on the mini rail. Holy shit! And I'm standing on something.
Can you please be more slow? Getting panicked.
I mean, isn't it better that I walk ahead and fall into a... Well, if you come over here and walk behind me, then...
Can you stay there? I'm sorry, but this is not comfortable. Okay.
No one ever said history was supposed to be comfortable. They said history was uphill, and I know, but I am there. So, okay, now it's getting shallow.
Oh, yeah, the linear way is actually cool.
This is like shallow for a minute. And there's a thing. There's an artifact.
Where is our...
That could also just be a thing tied to a brick. Alright, moving on. Okay. The whole thing about getting shallower, that just, what the hell? Oh, look at this. Is that a uniform with a patch?
Wait, can I have a look?
Oh, yeah, that's kind of what I said. Stop, wait, have a look. What is this?
Engel? Can I have a touch?
Of course you can. Oh, please. Wow, what is that?
Oh my god, it's just rubbish.
Oh, it's just plastic?
Yeah,
Ah, what a damn shame.
rubbish bag.
I had hoped for something more. Alright. So we are now walking towards the tunnel, the part of the tunnel where they will test the rockets. So I'm thinking maybe we're going to get out on the overcrapping, crapping. And since we're walking on the rail, if we walk on the side of the rail, it'll be a little shallower than... You good? No. No. Almost looks like the rail is yellow. As long as there's a rail, there shouldn't really be any holes. Oh, the rail is gone. Over. take you on a picnic. How do you like the picnic so far?
Better and better.
This almost looked like a full rail. It's a lot wider than I thought.
It's getting
Deeper and deeper, I know. Well,
I mean, I'm maybe now, but after I will do so good.
why not? And I mean, you're not going to get any wetter or any less wet at this point. Just please get me to a cross tunnel or something. Come up to the side. Oh, I did say get me to a cross tunnel. I had expected more. I had expected anything, in fact. Okay. No, they were testing jet fuel rockets and liquid hydrogen and stuff, so no. Yeah, no, that's a serious answer. I mean, unless there's something we really don't know, but I doubt it. Oh, I see something up there. I mean, it's not a hard walk. We're on a rail, so... I know, it's getting shallower right now, isn't it? Let's see. Look, here's the rail divides, and I think this place might be on the video. Might be.
Oh my god, the water is
Oh, this is the mountain runoff of, you know, weird.
Oh no.
Here's one of the old insulation pipes. Alright. Now the rails are even shallower. This should lead us to the actual launch ramp. I pooped. What? Look, now this is a tunnel.
Oh wow.
This is a built tunnel.
And you know what? If we would be in the horror movie, there would be like that under the water. That's Germans.
Okay, I just hope this is not the end of it, because that would annoy me to no end if this is where this ends. But I can't actually see. I can't actually see. Shit, this is collapsed.
Is this sad?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is the fucking. Pardon my French, but this is where that ends. Okay. So there's the other one to the side. Yeah, sand, dirt, crap, more crap. Sinking in between pipes. These are the doors. Oh, cool.
Wait. We have even smaller people here, you know.
Oh, don't touch that thing. My hand's dead. Because that thing is not doing well. No, not that it's I'm just putting one of the blocks. Because it's not exactly new, let's put it that way. There we go. I need camera finger. See, this section was built up with the rails inside, and I'm actually a little bit glad it is somewhat, it's close to the other side, because it does look very wobbly, but okay. So we'll take the other tunnel here, where the rails also continued. I'm saying the actual mountain here is more stable than what this breakdown was built. Dead end rigged up. What happened to the wait, I'm worried woman? Now you're just charging ahead.
I grow balls.
Oh, damn it. I had hoped you'd stay a little girl longer before you grew your balls.
It feels like I'm walking in a swamp.
At least it's dry now. Hang on for a minute. This is rubber.
This looks new.
It is. But I'm surprised. I think I have a fish in my shoe.
What?
No, I don't.
Are you joking?
Yeah, of course I'm joking. Okay, well, this whole sarcasm thing is very American. This almost looks like a platform.
Yeah, it does.
You could have said something about the half a meter of water. Okay, now we're getting more atmosphere in here. That's interesting.
Okay, there is 2 ways.
I see it this way. Well, okay, not just because there's a pink arrow pointing that way, but
And
and there was rail that ran the whole length of this. And remember, the oxygen factory was inside the mountain.
okay, this is interesting.
You know what? I'm betting we can get in behind that wall if we follow this tunnel.
I don't think so.
I have a hunch. Well, then we'll come back this way, and then we'll go through the hole. I just think.
Do you also feel wet in your shoes?
Of course, I have a fish living there. But would you mind walking next to me?
Oh.
Because when you're walking in front of the camera, then all I see is you as a big white ghost, with you being lit up. Now,
Can Photoshop me out?
holy shit!
Oh, what the hell?
I think we're going that way. But well. Damn, I'm conflicted, but I still think we're going the other way.
Yeah.
But,
That's
look at me. Is this water?
Yes.
It is water. It is. Okay, so
Very deep.
it is very deep. No, it's okay. Stop throwing things. Jesus. Turn your light away from it. No, never mind. Thought I saw daylight for a second. I think we're going the other way. I'm just going to take a peek up here because I'm curious. Wow. Yeah, this is good and well collapsed. We are going the other way. But there was an enormous space in here. Somehow you feel that when your boots are completely and utterly soaked, that you have better grip for some strange reason. Light up the hallway. Light up down the hallway.
Oh, there's flowers.
Figured there would be. That reservoir or that space can't be for nothing. Well, nothing here's for nothing. Everything here had a function. But the stones doesn't feel porous at all. there's a reason this was railed off then.
This is dead end.
Damn it.
I told him to take that way.
Smart ass. Right. I told you we should come the other way. I will say it is very different to explore with a woman and a nurse who knows her World War II stuff, because she sees things differently than I do. And plus I'm looking for footing and camera and picture to show you, well, she can actually find things, which most of the time involves finding human remains and bones, which is, I suppose, slightly more troubling, but more things are found that way. Oh. Not gonna argue it.
Your precious camera.
It's filming.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, I'm gonna film Tino's way so you all know
Let me get
how
stuck
tight
with
squeeze it will be for him.
I think I may have to take my bag off before I do this. I think I might be right. Now that we have a minute here, I can repack my bag slightly, because I figure
Do you have anything to say?
I usually do have something to say, but this is really, really interesting. This is one of those hidden test sites of the V2 rockets that they ran up until the very end. And what's nice about this is we actually have evidence of it. We have video from it. So, except the hydrogen plant. Let's see if we can find that. Okay, I need to turn the light.
It's like flowers.
You need to turn the light down when you're pointing at it. Okay. So, this is sections that are collapsing slightly.
Can I go in front of you?
Yeah, but don't touch the wood.
Of course. There is metal plates and there is again water. There is some bucket. Oh my god, yes.
Holy crap.
No, it's not that under.
That was a rail here, or a curb. This is very troubling. If that's to brace that piece of stone, we will have much larger problems.
What?
If that stone.
It's good to go. Oh, look, there is a ladder.
No, there's no ladder.
It is.
This is a crossbeam. Go. This is a very low crossbeam, means that either the ground came up or whatever was going in here was more technical than anything else. So the pink arrow means out, in case you ever find your way into these places, and it's pointing the other direction. Some of this is collapsed is some of these are collapses, not from explosions. So just planning on things not being exploded today.
Is it for making clothes?
No, this is
This is dead end.
electrical mounts.
And here's a hole which you can fit for sure.
I don't even think you could.
What?
I don't think you could either. Well, this is not always a dead end. Somebody break this up. If you look at the rails, there's actually 2 tunnels splitting here. In there, or it was. Cables in the wall still.
I would suggest we crawl onto the pile of the stones. And I can go first.
We go back. We go back out past the other red wall, and then we go down a little bit, and then we go to the right because there was another tunnel.
Alright.
Do you remember there's the other one we didn't take?
Oh, okay. Let's go then.
Half an hour ago she was asking me for the snakes, now she's charging ahead like fucking patent.
I'm just curious, okay?
Alright, just don't die. That's kind of what I was.
There is a way.
I knew she was going to say that.
I think this might be. Do you think we are behind the wall that?
I think that's the rail we looked.
Yes.
Besides, if we go down there, we can't necessarily get back up again.
And there is a way there. I need to already climb here. I'm sorry. Break it.
No, I knew you were going to say that.
If it will be dead end, it's on me. I will drive to the building as a treat.
Really large spaces in here.
Are you fucking kidding me? Water, it's a dead end.
Is it in?
Yes. Okay, next time I'm listening to you.
No, we don't learn anything unless we try. I mean, that's the one thing I have that I never, of course, never make a video of, is all the places I went that I couldn't get into, I couldn't get a video of. Yeah, this is the split, we just didn't look up. So this thing ran in there where you just looked and everything collapsed on top of it. Well, that's not really helpful, but there's the other tunnel. That might be more helpful. This one. Yes. No, it's like from all the places I've gone where I couldn't get in, or there was nothing there, where the site's been destroyed, where I just sort of filmed my way in, and then there's no story to tell. So I have lots of those halfway stories that, well, it's not really any reason to tell you. Like, we'll do the outtakes of almost made it video. Candle? Candle?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know it.
You are?
Yeah, it's so old.
Don't worry, you'll feel better when you get back in the water. Pneumonia won't set in for a few days. I'll let you say the water's not
Are we
cold.
getting like day 3 tomorrow? Are we getting day 3 tomorrow?
No. We're doing something with Thomas and Bunker Dog.
Oh, okay.
That's when I need to buy buckets of meatballs so Paula can eat.
I think after this walk I'm dropping my diet. One day after.
Nice. I hope you appreciate the map overlays that I hopefully have put over this here trip. No, Tom sent it to me. This is where the bone bracers, where the wooden supports are. Okay, hole number 87.
The tunnel is in the water.
Yes.
We need to pass the water again?
Oh, hang on.
Okay.
Where are we going? Well, we will be passing the water here. Sure. We'll be going to the left here.
Oh, okay.
This is the tunnel we didn't take. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna have to come back here because I get up and someone told me that. Oh, this is that hole? Okay, all right, well that makes sense. So that makes sense where the rail was running in here. Okay. Well, in that case, we go out, we go up, and we'll see if we can find the test stand itself, or what's left of it. And then a long, long, long crawl uphill
In the wet shoes.
in wet shoes. But first, it's time for a little swim back up. Yeah, man, we're good at putting these things into mountains, underground in places. They really were. It's interesting what you can do as a nation or as a people when you ruthlessly determine to do something. Saw the mobilizations for war in all countries. It's amazing what can be done. And then the moment you run into peacetime and bureaucrats and people who, we need permits, we need this, we need that, cost too much, we need labor, the unions say this, that, hours, overtime, nothing can get done. The moment, as a race, human beings find themselves in a situation of extreme tangle uniform, free door. Then you can do stuff. That's really amazing. We are extremely resilient as a race. And it's interesting that the skills the Germans had during the Second World War, truth to be told, what lost during the war is mindless bureaucrats. Bureaucrats, infighting. If everybody wasn't so damn busy trying to compare penis size in every different department and actually united and work together to win the war, they probably would have. But no, if you keep generating departments to do the same thing and they infight, you can't get anything done. You just waste parallel resources to accomplish very little instead of pooling your resources and getting something done. And that's the very truth of the matter is when you get mindless bureaucrats involved, you can't get anything done. You have to have good leadership as a nation, especially during wartime. I'll shut up now. This is probably, it looks like the bottom of the next quarry over. Hey, why don't we crawl out here and take a look? I mean, it's an out. I'm guessing it's the quarry next to. Maybe we can get up here, or maybe not. I don't know.
Let's just go.
All right. Huh?
Because here it's just not very like. You should feel it from this side.
Is it better? Is that one better?
Yes.
It's really something to see one of these. I never thought I was going to see one of these. Actually, in real life. Fuel tank trucks. Fuel tank trucks. And these tanks. I can't believe it's sitting here. Just then again, how on earth would you get it up and get it to a museum? There's one right there. I need is for it to start raining. Alright. This is really a large space in the quarry. So here is another. There's one there and there's one over here. No.
It is there.
It is there?
Yeah.
What about the one over here? It doesn't look like it's collapsed, or doesn't look like it is has a collapse in front of it. This looks more like a walking into. And yeah, this looks a little bit more straightforward. And it doesn't look wet. Moss?
Hey.
Hey, hey. Mini rail.
Big door? No.
Could be a ventilation shaft. Could of course also be for the mine. But here's again, mini rail. And there's another.
This is just weird. Maybe it was slider.
Maybe it was a conveyor belt up first. Maybe it was just the mine. I mean, there was mining. I'm just guessing at this point. I don't think this is what we're looking for. And
Oh shit. This is wood I wouldn't risk.
no, this is just a cavity too. I think this is, I don't know what they built these for. Storage something. Yeah, no, we're not crawling up there. We're stupid, we're not crazy.
Alright.
No, no, that's fine. We'll,
Actually good.
you still find lots of artifacts around the forest. This is shielded on all sides.
The two test stands, which were constructed during the war, was located on the opposite side of the quarry, near the entrance to the tunnel. This was where they would test the actual rockets. I'm fairly sure these are the ledges where this took place, but of course they were blown up, so it's hard to see, but I see metal remains of rails up there, and I believe this is the place. And one wonders, looking up, the noise, the pressure down here at these tests. It would be amazing to see, but I'm pretty sure nobody would be down here to see it during the tests. When we were there, we missed the D-level tunnels where the production halls were. Tom found them before, and he did share a little video with us from that part. And I have to say, it looks a lot drier than what we found. There are many more parts there that are intact, the more structures, pipes, machinery foundations to be seen in this part.
Kopf ist auf.
5 of the factory's workshops produced oxygen, and the engines were tested on 2 test stands. There are also an insulated tunnel in order to store fuel there. There was 80,000 tons of methyl alcohol was stored there. It would take 4 tons of oxygen and 4 tons of methyl alcohol in order to test one of the rocket engines. All these tunnels are located in this forest under the mountain, which is over 100 meters in height. The oxygen production workshops have a variety of shapes and external dimensions of some 20 meters in diameter with 30 meters in height. The floor is cemented. The walls were not really boarded, just whitewashed. The metal structures cemented into the walls were covered with a metal net in order to give the structures more stability and to prevent individual parts from breaking out. The holders for the oxygen production equipment are made of cement, which are up to 2 meters in height. Low walls in the machine rooms are additionally supported with bricks and concrete. The tunnels are all connected to each other, or at least they were, and a cemented, broad gauge railway line runs through them all, which is really impressive to think.
So. Verschüttet. Da könnte man vielleicht in der Sohle raufkommen. Das ist ein Verbruch.
There are more and larger train tunnels on the other side here as well, one of them connected to the National Rail Service, and must then be larger. And since the Russians eventually blew up parts of this facility with a lot of the rocket and machinery parts still inside, it would be really interesting to start digging just a little more. Everything still hiding underneath. And remember, the Germans handed this facility over intact to the Americans. It was an orderly handover to the U.S. Army. And again, later it was an orderly handover to the Russians after that. Even the Russians and Americans tested engines together, or so I hear. So that would have been orderly. So, all the parties involved would have had plenty of time to hide anything which any given party could not remove in time from the party that took over, if you get where I'm going with this. And seeing some of these sealed-off tunnels and collapses, that makes me wonder what may have been hidden from people and other people.
Die Decke mal. Das ist alles gemauert. Das ist die Lüftung. Oben hoch. Da geht es nicht mehr weiter. Wo ich da was sehe. Da kommt man nicht mehr weiter. Da ist Ende Gelände. Ich glaube, das ist doch noch eine andere Halle. Das sind auch die fetteren Lüftungen. So, mal schauen, wie wir da raufkommen. Ohne dass wir sich was brechen. Geht dann ein Weg weiter.
No way up. Hang on. There's a nice view. Oh, I think that's the viewing platform over here now. Well, there's definitely a viewing area, I suppose.
Where is what?
He said there was a little viewing platform. Oh, and there's the actual mine. That's still in operation down there. That looks like a little pillbox, something like that. I don't think it is, but we can't get across there because that has fallen down on that road.
Oh no.
Well, oh yes.
But there was tunnel.
And here near the tower was a small building, or actually a rather large building from what it looks like it. Everything built in the stone from the area. There still are lots of artifacts to be found. It's one of the old oil drums. You see it by the heavy band, so you can roll it. Or gasoline drums, whatever they put in it. And true to tradition, she found more bones. I'm expecting we're looking at animal bones here.
I don't know.
We've been finding enough human bones lately. What is this?
Oh, it's nice. I can take a picture to my collection of bones.
Yeah, just, you know, asking for a friend. This is an animal, right? This interesting mound is built up. Huh. Well, we're definitely not going that way.
Yeah, it's a normal way.
Yeah, but we're gonna get far. The car is over there.
Yeah, but there is a tunnel.
Why don't I just shut up and follow the woman? I speak bat fluent. It's okay. Look at this rock. Look at how things are just sliced off. So that's why we don't hit them with your head. Oh, here you are. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. What's going on there? I'm just passing through. You can have your cave. I appreciate everything you've done for the mosquitoes. That whole situation. Look, this bricked up to the side too. Is it the right one? I thought we had rail. Didn't we have rail? It's somewhere. This is the one with the hole. Here's the pet. There you go, buddy. So this is just the one? Yeah, I see right. I don't remember this turn. I guess I do. Alright, I'll stop bothering the bat. Bats are good people. They eat mosquitoes. See, we totally coexist. Don't have to shut down everything just because the bats live there. Must be a lot of iron in this section. So, we'll see the rust on the surface. Now we're coming out to the little miners' village out here. I mean, mines are really, if they're no longer in use or productive, they're really perfect for hiding special projects. Depending, of course, on how stable the type of rock is. But let's not split hairs. It's all good. Alright, let's see what we got here. I wonder if this is what we saw from the other side. You okay? I guess like even the miner's house was made of the black stone, the tile.
Look, this is for hanging clothes. Or like...
I mean, I guess they lived here. Holy crap, this building is falling apart.
Not for hanging clothes.
Look at that. This building probably, almost definitely preceded the special projects moving here. Nothing like visiting collapsing buildings. I don't know what the hell I keep doing this. Is this a plastic window? No, it's wood. Yeah.
It actually smells like the old speakers, even the old lights.
Oh, that one? Probably a basement is a basement. I mean, it would be. Of course, I don't know if they used this for anything. Well, there's the bathroom pipe.
There's 2 floors even now.
Yeah, but looking at the floor up there, I don't think we should be walking on it.
No. This one I want to visit.
This one.
Yeah, look.
Wow, this thing is shaking. Oh, the tiles are literally rattling as you're walking through the building. I mean, on the outside, but that's only where I am, but never mind. Yeah, this floor is caving in. Oh, a nice little house where the miners would live and after work. I wanted to cut the tunnels just so they could get to the house.
This is what's left of the small labor camp which was attached to serve the production facility just on the edge of the quarry. The prisoners were guarded by somewhere between 40 to 150 guards from the SS, depending at the time on how many prisoners were in the camp. In the large house there was a cinema before the war, and later at times after 1943 there would still be shown movies here to the guards and prisoners together. Originally, around this facility there had been a triple barbed wire fence with 6 watchtowers. The camp was reduced significantly in size in mid-1944 when the underground and testing facility was complete. Before that, there was 590 fatalities recorded here for the construction of the excavation of the facility. However, after the operations began, there was only very few prisoners left, as these tasks and the tests were performed by skilled workers only. So these are the remains. There's far more to this facility than we can see or find in one day. next year, Tom and I will be going back together. I, for one, would like to find an old rocket engine. And I still find it interesting that so much energy was produced here, and even more interesting just how much water was actually fed into this place. One wonder if these facilities could not also have been, or may have been intended for other production of other things. Also, Tom have been doing some math when it comes to the possibility of exponentially increasing the range of the V2A4 and its last letter evolutions, something which might have made it a true ICBM, and without the need for significant enlargement. If this math holds up, that might explain a lot of what we seem to have found with regards to the V2 rocket installations, including the huge ones in France. And if we then add the well-founded speculation that the Germans and the SS had developed a small tactical atomic weapon, a lot of pieces begins to fall into place. Remember, you feed water to a lot of different types of production.
My name is Tino Struckmann. I run Lost Battlefields. Every year, I travel around the world to try to bring you to all the most interesting historical military locations from modern wars and the World War II special projects, battlefields, forts, fortresses, and tunnels, everything else. Things you may not be able to see or go to yourselves. Please join me on Patreon or join Lost Battlefields through the website so you get access to all my files and my notes. It really does help, and like, follow, share here on the channel if you can. That helps too.